Shalom. First thing foremost, we give all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem HaKakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noah's in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will to be edifying. This is in regards to this video. Allegedly, there was a brother that was coming from Wichitia, Kansas, to search out our camp, because I know over the last couple of weeks, you know, the olive branch, so to speak, has been extended to affiliate brothers or brothers that may be in the region if they want to come under the order, meaning just checking in and make sure that things are properly delegated. You know, brothers on point to doctrine and they're checking in and, you know, just stand in the spirit. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean you're putting GMS on your name. But a brother hit my comment board up, I think, matter of fact, maybe yesterday or the day before yesterday. And I didn't get the comment until I saw one comment Sunday when it was late already. And then I seen another one yesterday. And I responded to the brother. And he was saying, well, yeah, man, I came out there, XYZ, XYZ. I'm coming from Wichita 4.5 hours. I'm like, well, shit, brother, I don't get notifications on the GMS KC Prophets 3 page. I don't know if it's the settings or whatever. But we pretty much blacklisted the shadow band out here. So a lot of times I don't get the comments. They don't notify me. And on top of that, I just started recently uploading back to this channel because the other channel is kind of in limbo right now. And then I'm trying to just, you know, just let it do what it has to do. So the brother came up. I guess he came down here and he said he didn't see us. So he ran into this brother right here, which he was formerly in my camp. But about maybe 4 years ago, and, you know, due to some differences, I ain't really got to go into full details of it because, I mean, ain't no point of opening up old wounds and shit, even though, you know, it is what it is. But basically, the brother was put out, you know, conduct-wise. So basically, he's been on the street, you know, I would say somewhat consistently doing the work. Overall, he's been out there with some breaks here and there. But the reality of it is he's still out there pushing the word. And that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, and I can't scoff at that. I can't scoff at anything that he's doing as far as the work. But the problem I did have, well, not necessarily a problem, I wanted to address a couple of things in this video, and I'm gonna play the video because there was a couple of things he had said that was actually off, okay? And some things he mentioned regarding the camps. And, you know, for one thing, brother, camps are put into place to delegate order, to establish, you know, order, make sure we're on point, because you have to have a government structure in this thing, okay, whether you be IUIC, GMS, X, Y, and Z. Now, you don't have to be part of a camp to receive salvation, but the Lord is dealing with camps, man, because, I mean, when you go into the scriptures, you got the company of prophets. That's all it is. Now, people have their biases towards camps because they may feel like they was wronged, or it didn't work out to the way they liked, or they didn't have an idea, or they thought it was going to be this way, that way. Whatever reason, a lot of men have their issues with camps. Certain men just didn't fit in. Certain men was being demons and they got put out, or however it worked, right? But to say the Lord don't really give a fuck about camps, that's off, man. And I felt like that was in a roundabout way, a way of saying, don't fuck with us like that, because the brother was sincerely looking for us, man. You know, he was looking for us, and he was asking this brother where we was at. And, you know, come on, Pat, bro. You know, we out there every week. You know what we prophesied at, bro. You know, we out there every week, week in and week out. Ever since before you came into camp years ago, we've been out there teaching. So I'm going to play this video, man. And shit, gauge it however you want to gauge it. You know, for you that's watching the video whatsoever. But the brother was sincerely looking, and, you know, honestly speaking, Pat, he got my number. He could have hit me up like, hey, Ma, somebody came by looking for y'all. So I don't know if there's a form of contention still, because I know a lot of guys that teach their own thing and go out, or they left a camp and got put out. Deep down inside, sometimes there's still underlying issues there, okay? Because, you know, sometimes brothers don't really squash the differences of the beefs. Me, on our end of it, shit, I don't really give a fuck about all that shit. What happened as what it is. We said our piece and we keep it pushing. And we let the Lord deal. But I'm going to play a little bit of the video because, you know, the brother was sincerely looking. And, you know, just an exhortation to the brother that was looking for us. Next time, brother, even though you went off the spirit and the spirit had you run into this brother for whatever reason, sometimes you just got to wait for a response, because the scriptures say don't be too hasty, you know, because the last thing you want to do is come out here 4.5 hours or 3 hours from Wichita just to not find us. Then you're going to be mad like, damn, these niggas ain't out there. They played me, this and this and that. So sometimes you can't be hasty, brother. But it's the spirit the Lord had you to run into this brother, you know, for whatever reason, you know, whether, hey, you never know. The Lord do things for reasons. But I'm going to play the video, and we going to get the couple of precepts to kind of break down the confusion, because, I mean, you can't be mad at the camps, man. I mean, you can't say fuck the camps and all this other shit because it didn't work out. That's not the spirit to be in, because that can sincerely discourage somebody from truly learning. Okay, everybody in camps ain't wicked, man, just because it didn't work out. And this is what we have to understand. We can't be immature and think because we have bad dealings with people, or videos are coming out, or people are leaving camps. You can't think that everybody that's in a camp or all leadership is just be on some bullshit. That's not the case, man. With men, things happen. All right, so here we go.
All you gotta do is ask a question, or you voting for? I'm one of them.
Okay.
See, the first thing he said, I'm one of them. He said, you know where the Kansas City Prophets was at? Now, I can look at it and say, well, maybe he didn't know what the brother was talking about. I mean, I could say, well, maybe he didn't know he was talking about us. But it's obvious that when somebody comes looking up for a certain brother, it's either talking about us, IUIC, Sakari, something like that, because these are known camp names, okay? So the brother came up, he asked the brother, like, look, man, where the Kansas City Prophets at? And he was referring to the page I'm uploading from. Okay, because I've seen a few of his comments before, but I'm not really familiar with the brother that's coming up to this brother. I'm not really familiar with him, you know, though I did check out his videos last night, you know, so.
That's cool, man, because I was supposed to, Elder Menard's talking about, make a video saying something about.
Talking about the guy at GMS, right?
Yeah. Right. You seem to have a garment like you GMS.
Well, I'm not GMS, but I got a garment on, yeah.
Okay, well, do you know where the Kansas City Prophets, where they hit him up at?
Well, I mean, you got prophets on all corners. I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah, so it's safe to say that he probably didn't know what he was, because he didn't specifically say GMS, Kansas City. He just said the Kansas City Prophets. So basically, it's easy to misunderstand where both are coming from, because the brother that came up to Pat is telling him, like, well, look, you talking about prophets, like, be specific. Then you got this brother, when he said Kansas City Prophets, he was talking about our page handle, or the page that I upload from as one of my sit-down pages. Okay, so this is why understanding, being clear in communication, and it happens. I mean, shit happens, man. There's nothing, you know.
Right. Okay, that's cool. Well, that's what I'm saying. They was complaining about, you know, guys like us that preach the gospel.
If you know the word, it's commanded for you to teach.
Right. Well,
if you know the word.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I do.
Now, see, just off the dialect, it can easily go left, because there seems like there is almost an offense here. You know what I'm saying? Like an offense or a defensive mechanism, when really the brother was just asking the question. Now, for me, observing the brother on the right with that baseball cap on, when I seen it, you know, brother he has what you call he has like a zeal. He got that zeal, you know. So when you're young in this truth, you kind of roused up. And then shit, brother Pat here, you know, through the spirit, I think he's a Reubenite. So he's an older Jake. So basically, he's just have that. He just kind of set in his way, almost like, look, man, this is just what it is. But nobody's really attacking him, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, Jake, they feel that they're being attacked, and it's just trauma from the fucking world, man. We go through shit, and then we kind of create these perceptions in our minds like somebody is attacking us, and that's really not the case, you know. And that comes from being in this fucked up world. You see what I'm saying? So it almost seems like there's almost I would say, slight contention because he's looking for us, but it shouldn't be no contention at all, because if this brother was sincerely trying to find us, then I feel like through the spirit, this brother could have like, well, look, man, he could have called me because he has my number. I mean, shit, he still got my number. At least I think he do. To my knowledge, last time I believe his number was the same. But he could have texted me like, look, my lawyer, somebody looking for y'all, bro. But, you know, the spirit didn't have it to go that way. Okay, what could make you speculate, okay, what's the problem? You know, he just came up looking for us. Why is that a problem? You know, but
Man,
I
I'm in
get that.
Wichita, man.
I get it.
I'm in Wichita. I got my handle is Montazal Lacham.
All right. His brothers might be here on Maine. I mean, you got
What time did they?
IUIC. They up there on.
Nah, I don't fuck with IUIC.
Well, that's what I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. You want to see what I'm saying? I'm giving you what you said.
Right.
You know, but
Yeah, 'cause
I'm out here doing my own thing. I'm not really worried about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really worried about it.
and that's the problem. You're not worried about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? This is a body effort. Now we understand that, you know, people go their own way, they do their own thing, and that's cool. We ain't got no ill with that. Shit, do your own thing. Sometimes it's better for men to do their own thing. You know, but at the same time, we looking out for the body. It ain't just about GMS or all this other shit IUIC that men like to make it about, but it's not about that. But overall, this is the body of Yahweh Shai. And if you're teaching the apostles' doctrine, then there has to be some type of respect there. You know, they just had be, because let's just say when all hell break loose, we end up running into each other, and then that comment comes out like, well, I ain't worried about nobody. Then how is a brother gonna trust you when all hell break loose? You know, you got to look at things like that, because right now the Lord is building up things. He's establishing the churches. He's bringing things together so we can get things decently in order, because overall, man, the Lord is getting ready to shut this operation down. And Yahweh Shai said, whoever is with me is with me. Whoever is against me, scatter it. You know, so we have to really focus on the mission at head. It's because you got an older beef with IUIC, GMS, or whatever. Look, that ain't, look, it's big. Look, fuck all that shit. You know?
Okay, that's cool.
You know, because this is just camps and whatnot. Lord don't give a damn about GMS, IUIC, and all that.
And I disagree with that wholeheartedly, because for one thing, GMS is just a title, but you got sincere men in Great Millstone. Just like you got sincere men in IUIC, you got sincere men in Sakari, ISUPK, etc. So just because you have a problem with the group or with a brother or per se or the leadership, or you don't agree with orders that's been delegated, that doesn't mean that the Lord don't give a fuck about his men. Okay, and this is what I'm saying, understanding the scripture. So let's get a couple of precepts real quick. And this ain't, you know, this ain't like no bashful thing or nothing like that, but we have to understand what we're saying and what we mean and mean what we say. Okay, because like I said, there's a biasness of camps out here, because once guys get kicked, we've seen it, man. You know, Van, we've seen when guys get kicked out, man, you know, when they become scoffers and they make these videos. We've seen it all. And then they get a group of other men that want to come up against the doctrine and all this other shit. Oh, their brother did. You know, we see this all the time. So it creates a biasness towards camps because somebody got their feelings hurt. Okay. So anyway, this is the book of 1 Samuel 10. And I'm going to start at verses. Let's start at verses 5. It says, after thou, because this goes into song among the prophets. Okay. So it reads here, it says, and after that thou shalt come to the hill of God, and there is a garrison of the Philistines, and it shall come to pass when thou art come thither to the city, that thou shalt meet a company of prophets. Down, it says, coming down from the high place with psaltery and tabrets and pipe and a harp before them, and they shall prophesy. So when you think of a camp is just a company of prophets. It's just a company of individuals, got our own lives, our own jobs, make our own money, and we just come together because we have a common place of teaching. Okay, it makes sense if brothers come together except for one brother on every corner, because we can easily delegate that. But it's more essential to have a bunch of brothers together, and if you get big, you branch off. It's easy that way. Okay, less cost for material. But we the same as brothers on the streets by themselves. We just come under a particular church. It's the same thing with the churches. Even you had men that wasn't necessarily part of under the umbrella of Yahweh Shai, but they taught in Yahweh Shai's name, and they gave praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. They were still considered members of the body. This is why he said that they come in my name, forbade them not. But then again, you got men that come in the name of Yahweh Shai, and they secretly they don't want to come under the order. Okay, like, you know, and I'm not talking about particular this brother, because like I said, I got history with him. I know him, and be honest with you, I'm glad to see him still out there teaching the word. It's just certain things that has to be addressed, because he went off on that statement and a couple of statements. You know, because like I said, the brother could have got discouraged because I texted him and he didn't hit me back after that. And I'm not saying because that video had nothing to do with it. He could be busy or whatever. But at the same time, man, it's just like, and on that brother's behalf, the one that hit me up, next time, just don't get a definitive response before you waste your gas money and coming down here, because you will. Shit, if I had to drive 4 hours and I didn't meet up with who I was supposed to meet up with, I would kind of be a little salty about that. So the scriptures go into be not hasty. You know, I think this brother go out a little early. I think around 12, 1 o'clock. I'm not sure. We go out at 2:30. Okay, we on Main Street, and I just say if the Spirit have you to find us, then you will find us. I don't give the exact intersection because, like I said, you got a lot of demons, a lot of bullshit. I watch what I put on comment boards, etc., because you just never know. But we're downtown Kansas City. If you driving downtown on a Saturday around 2:30, after 2:30, and you driving down, man, you can't. You will see us. Okay, you will see us. We're not a real big camp, but you would notice about 6 brothers out there. Okay, so that's just a heads up to the brother that came looking for us. But it reads here, and it says, "And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy, and with them, and it says, and shall be turned into another man." Okay, but it says prophecy. Okay, had another precept as well. Oh yeah, verses 10, same, yeah. I could just keep reading. And it reads, and it says, "And let it be when these signs are come upon thee, thou should do as an occasion serve thee, for the Most High is with thee," which proves that the Most High is with the men of the Lord. It says, "And thou should go down before the Gilgal, and behold, I will come down unto thee to offer burnt offerings and to sacrifices of peace offerings. 7 days thou shalt tarry till I come to thee and show thee what thou shalt do." And it was so that when he had turned his back from Samuel, the power gave them another heart, and all those signs came to pass. And when they came thither to the hill, and behold, a company of prophets met him, okay, which is a camp. Okay, so you can't say that Lord don't give a fuck about GM, and that's not true, because you got men of the Lord in Great Millstone. You got the apostles and elders. Okay, that's just the title we go by. So the Lord is very well, he cares about his church, man. And we don't care if people don't think we the men of the Lord. At the end of the day, I mean, it ain't up for debate. It is what it is. Okay, the Most High is going to show who he's been dealing with, period. You know? Yeah, you're going to have men in this thing. You're going to have people that's going to make mistakes. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't determine whether you a man of the Lord or not. Men make mistakes, okay? Shit happens. And, I mean, certain men just can't receive every saying. You know, it's a big thing about Great Millstone. All the camps really hate us, because we rebuke every goddamn body, because nobody in these other camps seem to care to rebuke or correct their brothers. So therefore, we've become the bad guys, and that's fine. I'll be the fucking bad guy. I don't care. Shit, this world is finna fall any damn way. I'm concerned with salvation and if the doctrine is on point. And it says here, "And behold, a company of prophets met him, and the Spirit of Yahweh came upon him, and he prophesied among them." Okay. "And it came to pass, when all that knew him before time saw that, behold, he prophesied among the prophets, and the people said one to another, What is this that is coming to the son of Kish? Is Saul also among the prophets?" Okay. But I use this example because it goes into, just a company of men prophesying together. Okay. You always had prophet, like you had Baruch, you had Jeremiah. Okay, you had Phoebe. Okay, you had Paul. You had, Tim. You had particular understudies of men of the Lord. So it wasn't uncommon to see more than one man standing on the corners and prophesying. This is why we got kicked out of Rome. And if you understand the history and understand how the Lord dealt with the churches, because that's all camps are, is churches, man. Whether you are not part of the camp or not, if you teach the doctrine, then shit, you're still part of the body. You just kind of just separate on your own. And then you got some men that just like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. And that's cool too. Shit, hey, like I told people before with the affiliate camps, hey, I'm very I don't have a lot of patience for stupidity or dumb shit. You know, if you got nigga shit going on and you want to be an asshole, don't come up to the camp, man. All right, make it easier for you, make it easier for us. Because what I found out when brothers had went into it, you had a lot of men that's been out there teaching among their camps and their groups, and you know the order has been given out, and they like, nah, we ain't trying to get in line under y'all, and that's cool too. You know, just do your own thing. Just know when hell break loose and shit happens, man, you're not gonna be included in on the memos because you chose to do what you wanted to do, and that's cool. You just gotta figure this shit out on your own. You know. So anyway, let's go here. Another precept, and I got a couple of precepts too, and I'm gonna get back to the video, but there's just some things I noticed that I needed to address because, like I said, the brother sincerely came up looking, and last thing he wants to do is discourage anybody from you know, trying to find the truth, especially if it's the true doctrine, man. You know, like if somebody sincerely came up to our camp saying, look, we looking for that brother that teach by himself X, Y, and Z, we'll like legitimately say, well, yeah, he's around the corner, he's here and he's there, you know. But ideally, it would make sense if you guys came under the leadership to that way everything runs smoothly, because that way everybody's getting fed. But, you know, like I said, it just how the Lord got this thing set up, you know. So anyway, this is the book of 1 Samuel 19, and I'm going to start it. Let's start at verses 20. It says, and Saul sent messages to David to take David, and when they saw the company of prophets prophesying, and Samuel standing as appointed over them, okay? So Samuel was over the company, over the camp. So there's always a head, man. It says, Samuel standing as appointed over them, the spirit of Yahweh was upon the messengers of Saul, and they also prophesied, man. Okay, so we just going into how you did have camps. You got camps in when it says when Miriam was separated from the camp, a camp just means a company of people. You know, now you do got camps out there that is doing wickedness and evil, but that you can't negate sincere men. And if the Lord is dealing with them, then the Lord is going to pull them out from that bondage, man. Okay? But I'm sincerely convinced that the Lord is dealing with Great Millstone. Are we a perfect unit? Fuck no, not by far. But it ain't about being perfect, man. Because we can't be perfect until Yahweh Shai makes us perfect in his flesh, rather. But in the spirit, hey, we appear because we're coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Okay, I can't look at a man because he got a George Jefferson and say, this nigga ain't right. I hate him off that shit. Or you shouldn't join them or fuck them or don't fuck with us type of ordeal because you feel some type of way about a situation. That's biasness, man. That's partiality. We don't want to be on that. All right. So I'm gonna play a little bit more of the video, and I mean, shit, you know, and it ain't like he said he didn't like say anything like it. I'll put it to you this way. It wasn't like a fuck us or anything like that, but it was like a why you want to fuck with them niggas for, you know, type. That's just kind of what I got from it. Now I could be wrong about that, you know, but at the same time, it's just like shit. Just tell the brother what he need to know, you know. You know what we prophesied at, or if you don't, shit, hit me up like, hey, bro, or hit my page up like, hey, brother, somebody came up here looking for y'all, man. I didn't know where y'all was at, so you know, I didn't know which direction to point them in. And I'm like, hey, it's cool, brother, at the water, you know, something like that. Because at the end of the day, shit, we teaching apostles' doctrine, even though y'all over there and we over here, there's still got to be some type of, and you know what? And I would say there had to be some type of communication and aspect, but it really don't. It really don't have to be any communication, but just off courtesy of brothers doing the work in joint unison of Yahweh Shai, we supposed to have that courtesy and brotherly love towards one another. Because me personally, I don't have shit against this man in this video. I never did have anything against him. It's just business is business. Conduct is conduct. Attitude is attitude. And that's just what it is. We got to step up. We got to do what we got to do. Now, if anybody take that shit personally, that's on them, you know. But, hey, I don't take, it ain't personal. All right?
Lord is give a damn about you trying to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, and you doing what the Lord telling you.
Right.
That's all. That's what it's all about.
But that's what I'm saying. I traveled from Wichitia, Kansas, in order to find the brothers at GMS Kansas City Prophets, because they told.
I know they somewhere around here. You looking for GMS? I don't know where they at. But I just know I saw them one time over here on Main. Whether they still there, that I don't know.
Oh, right.
Now, he said whether he saw us one time on Main. Well, we out there, we've been out there at that very location. And the crazy part about, we used to prophesy down there over the years, but we've been down there consistently for the last 2.5 years, man. At least, yeah, almost 2.5 years. We've been constantly on Main Street. Anybody that's familiar with Kansas City demographic and you see our videos, you would know exactly where to come. So maybe he drove past us, maybe he clicked on a video, I don't know. But it ain't nothing to type in GMS Kansas City, like, oh yeah, I know those brothers that they on Main Street. So I feel like that was kind of some bias shit. Like, I guess they still over there. Like, come on, man. You know we still over here. You know we over here, brother. You know we go out every week. Ain't shit changed from when you was in the camp, man. You know? So whatever it is going on, hey, man, let that shit burn, bro. Seriously.
That's fine. On Main, how do you get to Main from here?
It's just like a couple of streets over.
I just go on this street here and then.
No, if you stay on this street, you're gonna see Main. Main is right down there.
Oh, so okay. So I stay on this street and go. That stoplight.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't go.
Yeah, and he's sincerely asking, and I don't know if that's aggravating a brother, because in the back of my, he like, why the fuck you asking for these niggas? And I'm right here, nigga. I'm doing the same work. Come deal with me. And you know what? Hey, shit, if the Spirit had these two brothers to link up and delegate, I wouldn't even be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to still have to be some type of order in it, because if he's trying to come under the order, and it doesn't mean put GMS on anything, you know what I'm saying? But if he comes under us from Wichita, because it's another young brother out there I'm dealing with too, that's in Wichita, and that's the Spirit, you know, to try to get those brothers under the order if they choose to be. And then let's just say if the Spirit links him and this brother up, and they decided to you know, partner up or, you know, kind of delegate and build each other up, then shit, that's fine too. Shit, hey, if he said, look, I kind of want to talk to that heavyset brother down there, hey, that's cool, man. Do it, have at it. Hey, go out there and do what y'all gotta do. You know, do what y'all gotta do. Shit, hey, it's all great. It's all Gucci with us. Because like I said, the Lord is building his church. He's building this. We getting ready to get up out of here, man. So everybody is coming into their own lot.
This way, I just go there.
No, you just keep going straight through.
Oh, okay. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey,
I ain't tripping.
I left Wichita at 8 o'clock this morning, and I was been looking all over town wherever I could to see if I could find one of the fellows that could give me a clue as to which way.
Yeah, see the Lord,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how the Lord get there. If you looking for the Lord, I just read that scripture in Proverbs.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's right. Shit, I mean, the Spirit had him to see this brother, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, shit. Hey, we don't know what's gonna come of it, but regardless of it, he ran into somebody out there, you know. So I had a couple more precepts real quick, because camps are just what it is. But I want to read this. This is the book of Acts 2, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at verses. Yeah, because this whole thing is good. Let's start at verses 36. It says, therefore, let all the house of Israel know assuredly that Yahweh had made that same Yahushua whom ye have crucified, both your Lord and anointed. Now, when they heard this, they were pricked in their hearts and said it to Peter and to the rest of the apostles, men and brethren, what shall we do? Okay, because you got to understand that these men that came against the men of the Lord, that came against the circumcision, when the Holy Spirit went out, men started coming from different lands and speaking languages, and they all was in one accord with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. When you go into Pentecost, man. Okay, because a lot of Jakes didn't believe Yahushua was the Messiah until after he was crucified, because it mentioned that I believe it was like an eclipse, and then there was like an earthquake, and also the temple and the veil rent, which represents Yahushua being the ultimate sacrifice. He fulfilled the duty of the Most High as being that holy of holies, man. So now we didn't have to go necessarily to the high priest to atone once a year for our sins, but Yahushua was that mediator, man. Okay, so it says here, then Peter said it to them, repent and be baptized, every one of you, in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, for the remissions of sins, and ye should receive the gift of the Holy Ghost, man. Okay, so brothers out there speaking, they got the Holy Spirit on them. You know, I'm not, you know, and yeah, we do go back and forth for other groups because they going off in doctrine. See, people look at it the wrong way because they look at y'all puffed up, y'all this, y'all that. But wait a minute, man. Don't somebody got to be the men of the Lord? Because we defended Yahweh Shah over here. But people look at us and expect all these niggas are proud, they puffed up, they think they know everything, this and this and that. But yeah, you got men out here blatantly saying you could take the MOTB, starting rap careers, man, saying take the juice, all types of shit. But they don't get called out, but we get called out because we go up against everybody, which y'all should be doing, man. Al-Azhar should be rebuking Nate for teaching Christ, all that shit. All y'all supposed to be doing what we doing, man. Why we the only ones that's standing up and rebuking and cursing every goddamn body out, man? You affiliate men out there. Y'all see these niggas going off and teaching a different doctrine, man? Got to be selfless in this thing. This is a body effort. This is a joint effort, man. Y'all see Nate go off, curse his ass out. That don't only extend to Great Millstone, man. But that's the GMS thing. Look, man. Hey, look, when Yahweh Shah come back and you going to be like, well, hey, look, we prophesied in thy name. He going to say, well, look, depart from me. I never knew thee, ye that work iniquity. You know, because since it's just a Great Millstone thing and you don't want to associate yourself with it, and you ain't got to be GMS in name. Just check in, you know, just check in. Make sure you're on point, you know, give updates. How you doing in the spirit, brother? You need anything? You good? And let that shit be what it is. It ain't no, I don't want to be around them niggas. Come on, man. That's not how it's supposed to be. But it says, for the promises unto you, into your children, and to all that are far off, which is a cut to vocab because all that are far off is talking about the Gentiles, Israelites that became Gentiles, man, because we lost our heritage. Even as many as the Lord our Yahweh shall call. And with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourselves from this untoward generation. Then they gladly received his word, were baptized, and the same day were added unto them about 3,000 souls. Okay, so we coming into this time now. Things are getting ready to start pick up, man. You're going to get comments, man. People going to hit you brothers up like, hey, man, look, I'm here, I'm there. How can I get down? Look, I just want to make sure I'm on point, critique the doctrine. And we're going to keep it simple. K.I. keep it simple, stupid. That's our motto. We're going to keep it simple. You know? If a brother sincerely looking for one of them other brothers, if a brother say, look, I'm sincerely looking for the IUIC, I'll say, all right, well, shit, as far as I know, they on 30-something in Prospect over there. I mean, I don't know what days they go out. Would it be Saturdays? I can tell you they don't go out in the wintertime, but they over there if you sincerely looking for them. And a guy come up like that, I wouldn't want him trying to get down with us anyway because he's already persuaded in his mind that IUIC is the true church of the Most High. So you got to let a nigga like that walk, man. Sincerely. And it says, and they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship and breaking of bread and prayers. And fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles, man. And all that believed were together and had all things common. And what's the thing we have in common? The doctrine. You see? So, hey, somebody wants to come and find us or whatever, then let that be what it is.
You know, I just read it. That's crazy how the Lord will get down.
Hey man, he's only coming back to save a few of us. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's only a remnant. It's only a
else,
remnant. I read this right here.
You know, my woman, she say she finna go down here to North Carolina for a Junior Olympics thing for my daughter, and then they was gonna stop off at Myrtle Beach. I'm like, how come you didn't tell me you was gonna stop at Myrtle Beach? I got me a fucking airplane ticket, and I could have went down there and talked to Elder Monatizak myself face to face.
Yeah.
You know, GMS South Carolina down there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. This is Proverbs 1:28. Then they should call upon him.
Yeah, see, that's kind of like, and that's the spirit. It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, fuck them niggas. It's like, shit, that's supposed to lift your spirit up because this thing is growing, man. And if you really believe it, you part of this thing. Just because you ain't got GMS on your name or you don't give double honors to the apostles, that's all good and dandy. That's fine. But at the same time, you still believe in the doctrine. You didn't change the doctrine. You ain't switch up the breakdowns. You ain't done none of that. So you got to still believe somewhere. See, this is not about belonging to this or that, man. And this is what we got to get away from. All right, this man is sincerely looking for us, and hey, man, let that man rejoice in the spirit and be happy for him, you know. Like, yeah, you know, cool, brother. They cool. Hey, you know, yeah, go down there and learn from them brothers, man. But among our people, it's always thorns and bristles. It's never like that, you know. And in this case, personal biases should not delegate the mentality or the mood or however. It shouldn't delegate the business. You know, biases. This is why they teach in the workplace. Don't come to work with your personal bias. Yeah, you might not like your supervisor, or you might don't fuck with you like that. But at the end of the day, we got a job to get done. Now, he still dealt with the brother, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, shit, when he not going to deal with him, he's teaching, he has to deal. But overall, whatever contention is there, whatever animosity, which, you know, the brother said there's no animosity there, so I can't say that. But sometimes you can just tell in the spirit, like, things ain't really fully settled yet. It's still some irritants in that whole thing, you know? But as far as I'm concerned, I made peace with this man, you know, and I felt like he did the same thing with me. And if he didn't, then shit, that's on him. That's between him and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And hey, we grow from that. But other than that, it is what it is.
But I would not answer. They should seek me early, but they should not find me. See, you seeking the Lord.
Yeah,
the
early.
Early. So, because the destruction is coming.
Yeah.
The Lord is showing you all these prophecies coming to pass, and people just can't see it because the Lord is not dealing with everybody.
Right.
That's right.
And
They call up on in this election and all this other bullshit.
I try to argue all the way up here with my wife. Argument all the way up here. I don't see why you. I'm like, you see me standing on the street corner by myself, recording myself, watching cars go by, telling them.
Yeah, the Lord said, when they hear or forbear,
every week
you got to give them this word. And that's in Luke.
Right. I come out on Sunday.
Okay.
Right.
Whenever you get out.
I usually be at work on Saturday, but shit, I took the day off to come find Great Millstone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm trying to get because
And that seems like that's where the offense comes in at. When GMS is mentioned, that's when the morale goes down. It's like, fuck you looking for them niggas for? You're like, the fuck? What you looking for these niggas for? But that's how it is,
they
man.
said something about they was having an open invitation to individuals to come into Great Millstone. And, you know, I didn't know nothing about all it. You know, so when
And it wasn't really open. I'll put it to you this way, brother. We meant an order to come under the order, okay? Even with that, there's still a vetting process. You still have to be tried. You just don't put GMS on your name because you got an open invitation, especially if you're not like, you still, how can I say this without sounding, I don't even got a big word for it. They say the older you get, the dumber you get. I believe that. But you got an open invitation to come under the order and to, delegate and break bread with brothers. Does not necessarily mean you have to put GMS on your name immediately. Because that's still a vetting process, man. You can teach the apostles die. You can just went out there from teaching. You could have started your own camp up 2 weeks ago, brand new in the faith. Don't know you, haven't been vetted. You have no idea how things work and the rules and all this other shit. And then I'll put GMS on your name and you find you a whole demon. Nah, man. When we say come under the order, it just means delegating with brothers, speaking to brothers, checking in, shit like that. But we understand that every man don't have that spirit. I don't want to come under these dudes, and that's cool. This is all good, but shit, hey, it's easier for us. I mean, I know what it is in the door. It's a lot easier for me to deal with it. Like, all right, cool, shit. That's one guy that we ain't got to worry about. And then comes out that this guy's a damn demon. You just dodged a bullet.
in brother's latest video, I was like, oh shit, well, I need to get under orders. Under the
Right.
the
If
people
you-
that's closest to me, and the closest ones is in Kansas
Yeah, all
City.
the affiliates, they want you to check in with the leadership,
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's
which
what I'm
is
trying to
cool.
do.
But are you?
Yeah, but that scripture, we just read that in Acts. All things are coming. The Lord set up that says, hey, and what is it now? Is it Titus, I think, when it says set up, ordain elders in every city? There's an order to this thing. And that's just what it is. And just the Most High is through Great Millstone, through the apostles on down. That's who he's established the order through. Now, people may want to debate and refute that, but that's cool. That's between you and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man.
The
If
people
you-
that's closest to me, and the closest ones is in Kansas
Yeah, all
City.
the affiliates, they want you to check in with with the leadership,
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what
which
I'm
is
trying to
cool.
do.
But I used to be a part of them, but I'm not no more. So
What happened?
I mean, shit happens, man. I'm like, we still. I mean, you still in this flesh, and people,
You gonna do you?
people do, whatever. So,
Right. Well, I get it.
but I can't worry about that. I got to continue.
Yeah, and I mean, and that was a good answer. I mean, shit. He said, "Look, we still shit happens. Shit happens, man. It ain't nothing personal, But at the same time, if I was like, well, look, hey, brother, come back under the order or what? Then that's just how it can be. You know what I'm saying? But that's if he wants to come back. And I'm not saying that Pat gonna go or he want to come back under. I haven't even talked to the brother in a while to even hold that conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? But he may pick up the phone and, hey, we may have a conversation. Hey, brother, look, we had our shit and Pat, whatever. But hey, brother, I'm trying to be under the. Well, I ain't got to put GMS on my name, but I kind of want to look out for brother. I want brothers to look out for me too. You know what I'm saying? Is that possible? This shit, bro. The Lord can have it go anywhere. That can be very well possible. That's if that's in His brother's spirit to do it. That's if it's in our spirit to do that. Because it ain't fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. Yeah, we say fuck. Yeah, but it ain't fuck him. I mean, shit. That's between that man and Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai. I just felt through the spirit that it could have been handled a little bit more. I won't say professionally because I mean there was no discontent involved, but you could kind of feel the emotions behind it, just all based on past situations and just like why, and hey, the Lord may end up having these brothers to deal and talk to each other, and hey, shit, if it brings them more fruit and it helps him be diligent in his fucking walk, then shit, hey, I'm all for it. Why not? Shit, why the fuck not? But whatever it is, before we get on them chariots, all that shit gotta be rectified. It gotta be squashed, man. You can't be out here on that type of time.
Because you got to work out your own salvation.
Right. And so
it's not about a camp, even though you in camps and all that shit.
Yeah, I got my own camp.
It's still your soul is on the line. You got to do what you're supposed to do.
Right. I got my
Can't
own
no camp save you. Can't nobody.
Right, and that's the point. And can't no camp save you. It's not about a camp per se, but camps are biblical. Men always were in camps. Camps just means a company of men coming together, but each and every last one of those men have to work out their salvation. With camps, it establishes order, delegation, administrative duty. There's an administrative aspect to this. Tied and helping brother. It's a lot to it. You ain't just part of a camp because the name, I want to be part of GMS. Okay, but why do you want to be in Great Millstones? Because you think we have the 100% truth, or because you just want to be in this because you just want to be mean to people? Like, what's your truth? Shit like that. So it's not about a camp per se, but at the same time, don't discourage somebody if they want to be part of a camp. Let them, if they want to join a camp to build their knowledge up and they want to know how to deal with brothers and delegate it, then let that be. That's all I'm saying.
I got my own camp down in Wichita.
Okay.
Because ain't nobody down there. Ain't nobody preaching.
Right. But see, they supposed to. But see, this is the problem with Great Millstone. They don't. That's what they don't do. They don't know who's in Great Millstone.
Okay, and that's where I disagree with that at, and that's my disagree, and that's not true. I've been on this kick for the last 3 years, trying to get affiliate brothers to check in. Apostles put that shit out years ago. I've talked to affiliate brothers in the region from time to time. So I have an idea on who's out here in Kansas City, Missouri, to Wichita. I have an idea on who's who. Brothers have commented on the comment board, so I disagree with that. And at the same time, if you got men here, there, and they're not putting titles and they're not claiming nothing, then you're gonna go. You ain't gonna know. So I don't disagree with that statement to say we don't know who's in it. We know who's around and who's not. But at the same time, it ain't our job to know each and every last one of these people. This is why the order came out. If you want to come under the order, then hey, announce it. We're not finna go searching YouTube for every GMS affiliate brother. That's gonna be nearly impossible. You know how many videos on YouTube, man?
Half the time, because they don't check. They supposed to be checking on stuff like that. Like, you in Kansas.
But we do check on that. At least me. So I disagree with that statement, bro. That's your opinion. That's conjecture. That's based on hearsay of what other people say. I knew you was out there. We knew. You and the other brother was out there. One of the other brothers that went to a different camp. Man, we see shit. I know time you took some time off. I know all this shit, brother. So we watching, man. Don't think we just sitting back twiddling our thumbs. We know everything that's going on out here. Lord said, watch, man. We are watchmen.
It's gonna probably be some people in Wichita and Topeka and other places, man. You gotta see if they're around. Be like, hey, bro, any of you brothers that's out there.
Yeah, I'll put a video out.
They don't do shit like that.
They did. They put a video out just recently.
And that's a damn lie because the brothers keep telling you that we put a video out there, man. What do you think? All right.
The reason why when I saw you, I was like, oh shit, it's one of the fellows. I'm finna stop quick, right?
Yeah.
You know. So, but they put that order out that all of us affiliate camps need to come under order at one of the major camps of Great Millstone, or go kick rocks.
Yeah, I mean.
And so I was trying to come under the Great Millstone. I thought you was a Great Millstone. I could say,
yeah, I used to
call
be.
somebody.
I used to be.
You know, do you know any of the fellas that body?
I don't deal with them no more.
Oh, you don't fuck with them?
Yeah, and that's the thing. He said you don't deal with us no more, but still it doesn't matter. You don't deal with us, but you could have still led him to us. That's the thing. If somebody came up to my camp looking for you, I ain't gonna be like, I don't deal with this nigga no more. Fuck him. I'm like, shit, we don't deal like that, but you know what I'm saying? He's still teaching shit. If you really sincere, then hey, he around the corner. If I had an active number, hey, you shit. But I ain't gonna just give somebody your number that don't know you either. That's kind of like, all right. Only thing I gotta do was point them in a direction. So that's the part that I felt that was the discontent. I don't deal with them no more. Like, okay, cool, shit. It's all good. Anyway, so this is the book of Ephesians 4:9. It says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. So it's always good to have somebody, even if you're out there alone, it's good to have other people out there. If you got a camp, it's you got somebody that's watching your back, man. You ain't got to take on all the major roles as to being by yourself. It says, for if they fall, the one would lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not one to help him up. Okay? So that's the point. If you fall alone, then, you know, you don't deal with us type shit, and it's just like, all right, damn, this brother fell now. Well, we ain't gonna know what's happened to him. Nobody's gonna be checking for it. You see? And I'm not mad at his answer for saying that because, I mean, it is what it is. We feel the same way, but at the same time, this is regarding a brother that's sincerely trying to learn. So fuck how I feel about this man or anything they got going on. This man's sincerely trying to find us. So, and he was going to ask, is it, you know anybody? Is it a way out? It should have been, yeah, I know them. And, you know, hey, they own man or whatever, or lead them to the pet, whatever. I don't know. It could have been worked out. So that's what I'm saying. But it says, again, if two lie together and they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? And if one prevailed against him, two should withstand him, and 3 for a cord is not quickly broken. See? So that's why it's always good to have people, if you teaching and you got other brothers that properly vetted and coming to the camp, then there you go. That's a beautiful thing. It's easier, man. Prime example, when you had the other brother out there, that was a camp. Y'all didn't have no name, but y'all was still a camp because it was a company of you guys, more than one. Even one person is considered a camp. You know, a company of prophets. All right. So anyway, there's a little bit more on that, but I guess the point is being made.
It ain't like it's just they do their thing, I do my thing. Ain't no animosity or no stuff like that. It's just it once was, it's not no more, and I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get my salvation. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, and that's cool, man. You know, there ain't no animosity. There's no animosity there. But the home and focus is this man right here. He's sincerely trying to figure some stuff out, and he didn't get necessarily what he was looking for coming down here. You know, so now I kind of feel a little bad. I ain't gonna say bad, but I'm like, damn, you know, fuck. Shit, brother was looking for us, and I got the message like fucking 2 days later. The last message, rather. Because like I said, on this new page, I don't get notifications like that. But it's all through the Spirit. The Spirit do what it do. So anyway, man, I'm have one more precept here, and I end it. Well, this whole chapter was going into the diversity of bodies and the talents in the body and all that good stuff, but that's not really a necessity. Because matter of fact, let's start here, verse 20, 1 Corinthians 12, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at verses 19. It says, "And if they were all one member, what were the body? But now there are many members, yet one body." Yeah, many members, whether you call yourself us or not. "And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary." Yeah, like the toenails, the toe, all that shit, bro. The hair, even the hair follicles, the hair on your forearms have a big role, man. Your skin is a big organism, man, okay? And the hairs and the pores, it keeps particular parasite, it keeps you whole, so to speak, at all this poisonous shit. Even like we went into the whole concept of having a beard on your face, man. Having hair on your head. Everything, the eyebrows, the eyelashes. Eyelashes are there to stop the breeze from getting in your eyes, man. It says, "And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and upon our comely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but Yahweh have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked," man. Okay? And there should be no schism in the body, but that members should have the same care for one another. And whether one member suffer, and all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, and all members rejoice with it. Now ye are the body of Yahushua, and members in particular, man. Okay? And Yahweh has set some in the church first: apostles, secondary prophets, thirdly teachers. After that, miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversity of tongues. All right? But and that's just the diversity of the body. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? Okay? But covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet show I unto you the more excellent way. So I'm in it there, man, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord's will, you will edify until the next lesson. Shalom.